Hey guys, JT here with another unboxing of the ZD Racing Thunder ZTX-10. So I got this from Gearbest as well, and one of the reasons why is I was curious as how this design looks similar to the LRP S10 buggy that I got. I know that we had kind of wondered about that if the parts were compatible, so I'll bring that car out as well. And just do a comparison because it's going to be interesting to see if the parts are really compatible with that. But anyway, I got this from Gearbest. You can get this for about $140. I'll put a link in the description and also a code and stuff. So looking at some of the designs on this, hopefully that's not too much of a glare. The layout is the same as the buggy as well. So it's just this is going to be a four-wheel drive stadium truck, which you guys know I love stadium trucks and I love truggies and stuff. So the only difference may be that the A-arms on this may be a little bit longer and stuff like that. But it does come with a brushless system. I hope that the radio has been changed out because I did see a couple of videos where some guys actually had this and they had a couple issues with the radio, but I think they may have updated the radio too from what I was reading on some of the specs. But it does come with a 3300 kV motor and stuff and a lipo battery, which, sorry, gotta get my smell on, which I love that these cars come with lipo batteries and stuff. So looking at this and opening it up, it is packed in here pretty nicely. This is going to be your wall charger or your charger for your lipo battery. Let's take a quick look at this and try not to spend too much time on this unboxing. But I'm curious if this comes with an American plug, which I see right there it doesn't. The European is no adapter for it. So this is going to be a basic charger too, so this will be fine. This is like 0.8 amps, so this will take a couple hours if I use it to charge the battery up. So I'll just use my regular charger for it, but it does come with a charger. So if you guys bought this for the first time, you do get a lipo charger to charge up. It'll just take a long time to charge up. And here's the radio here. So this radio is different than the one that's on the box because I did see, like I said, other kits that came with this radio, and not necessarily this particular kit, but they came with this style radio. They did have some problems with, you know, some range and frequency with it. So this is different. So this is just like the one that I got with my buggy as well, my LRP buggy. So that's good. I know this radio is going to be pretty functional and pretty well, and it uses 4 AA's. So that is a plus there. So let's get this out. Oh, you guys know I love the smell of a new RC car. Let's see what else we got up in here. We got an instruction manual. They give you some double-sided tape. Sorry about that glare that's on there. They give you a zip tie, and these are just for the servo. If you were going to change your servo out and you have servos that have 23 teeth or 24 teeth or whatever, I'm not sure what tooth size comes on that one. But looking at the buggy, or the truck, I'm sorry, offhand, suspension setup seems to be pretty well, and I can see as I'm actually moving in with this. Now, I think there are going to be some differences in adjustability of this one compared to the LRP, because I can see that right off the bat. Like, there's no adjustable tie rods with it, but I think the shocks are still adjustable shock bodies. You don't need spacers for it. So the body doesn't feel too bad and too flimsy. I mean, anybody's going to break if you start flipping it and crashing it, but it doesn't feel like it's made. It does feel like it's made kind of Lexan. So one good thing you guys can always do to strengthen your bodies is go ahead and get either some duct tape or something and just plaster the inside of the body. Get some of the Dan foam spacers. There's 2 kinds they sell. Some that actually have stickers on it that you can put onto these mounts here, or some that you can put on here too, so you don't have to worry about the sticker. Abrasing them to your body. So that's ways to keep your body a little bit longer, keep it in good condition. But the body's pretty detailed. I like the way it looks. It's not too much and it's not too little. It's kind of just right. And I'm thinking I may actually put some lights on there. But so anyway, looking at the buggy right here, or the truggy right here, I keep saying buggy. There are some differences between this one and the LRP one. As a matter of fact, I have the LRP one right here. Dun dun dun. So we'll put these down side by side real quick and we'll see the differences. So, matter of fact, let me do something real quick. So I was curious as the width, which I knew it would be wider because it should be. It's going to be a stadium truck. So you guys see how wide this is compared to the LRP buggy. Some other things that I'm kind of noticing is that these are different as well. Front shock tires, I'm looking at something with the shock design too. So those are going to be a little constructed differently as well. So this is probably more constructed for this type of truck. But look at these A-arms. Those are pretty thick. Don't expect those to be breaking anytime soon. But I will probably construct a bumper or something to put on here to protect some of this impact. So there are small differences. You guys see the shocks, even though they are threaded body. And they are a plastic body, but they still are adjustable. So they're the same. They're just kind of different colors there. They both have sway bars, if you guys can see that on there. But like I said, this one comes with adjustable tie rods, and this one actually doesn't, which is fine. I mean, there's a $10 difference between these two. So you could get both buggies for $300, the buggy and the truck for $300. So real quick, let me get this body off real quick. So they are resembling each other, which is fine. I mean, I'm perfectly fine with that. One is a buggy and one is going to be a stadium truck. So you guys see the setups for the motors are just the same. This one just actually has ZD Racing brand on it. This LRP one, it doesn't. So I'm going to expect this one to go a little bit faster than the buggy because it does have larger diameter tires and stuff on it. But you guys see the way the rear shock towers are constructed. There are differences there with that as well. Is that aluminum or is that plastic? So that's plastic and this is aluminum. And I'm looking in here and looking at that. And this one's actual plastic. So this is going to have a little bit more plastic pieces to it than the buggy will. But you're probably going to be more bashing and abusing this than you will this buggy. Even though I've driven this buggy a lot and it's taken some pretty hard hits. I do see dog bones in the rear. And I'm trying to see up in the front. Sorry about moving this around so much. It does look like it's CVDs in the front. But there are differences in some of the adjustability. Like this right here, that is a little bit different. So they are the same as far as a platform design. It just seems like this LRP one, since it did go with LRP and it was considered more of a race buggy, does have a couple more features than the stadium truck, which is fine. I mean, but you guys know that there'll be parts compatibility if you break the buggy or if you break the truck. So anyway, we'll put that aside real quick. So like I said, this comes with a 3300 kV motor. And this is, I believe, a 60 amp ESC. So this is good for 2 and 3S lipo. And it does come with a lipo battery as well. If I can recall, this is a 3500 milliamp lipo. And it does have the bullet connectors that connect on top of it. So I'm not a big fan of that, and that's just me, or it's a 2400. Okay, I do stand corrected. Because you see how if you put this in here, this actual bullet connector mounts in through here. So every time you have to pull this out, pull the battery out, you got to unplug that. And then, of course, you see this here. You have the possibility of this kind of getting caught up in there. And if this gets chewed up, then you really can't balance plug your lipo battery. But it does come with a lipo battery, so that's good. And I do like that they include that. No nickel metal batteries are included in these kits. They probably have a brush version that they include one with, but it's got a it's got a lipo, so that's always a plus. And I love it when I get cars from Gearbest because they include those lipo batteries with it. There's a couple other differences I noticed as well. You guys see where that battery actually fits at, and then you see this one here. This one has slots like it did back in the 80s and early 90s. I'll just flip this over, where you would fit 6-cell nickel metal batteries up in here, and they would actually fit up in there, and you would mount them to the side. So this probably is more of an updated chassis design because this will give it a little bit more stability and strength. Not saying that this is going to be weak like this, but having those holes set up is going to give a little more strength to it. And it's going to keep some of that dirt and grind from getting inside your car, you know, as you're running it. So we'll flip these two over real quick, and you do see some of the differences. Of course, this seems to be a little bit wider, but I like the smoothness of it. Now, these do come with, as you see there, Phillip head screws. So I'm perfectly fine with that. But I'm looking at these front A-arms and they do look pretty beefy. So I don't expect those to be breaking unless I just run into a wall or something. So looking at the tire compound as well, throwing that to the side real quick. They do seem to be pretty soft, but not soft enough where they're going to wear out on the first run in the street. So, because I will do some test runs out there and then I will take it off road and stuff. And the wheels, I do like the wheel design. This is 12mm hexes. It comes with full ball bearings and stuff. So, I'm pretty excited about trying to get this out and running it. Suspension setup seems to be good. And I'm just listening to that because a lot of these buggy designs, they do sound a little bit louder, as this four-wheel drive buggy did as well. You guys kind of hear that there. But it's fine. It's not really a 4-pole motor. I think this is a 2-pole motor. But it really, for this design and this platform, you really don't need a 4-pole 4,000 kV motor. I mean, you could put one in and it can handle it. But I wouldn't be trying to do no super speed runs with this as well. I'm going to leave this truck particularly stock. And if I want more speed, I'm just going to go to a 3S lipo. So there's no need for me to be trying to re-gear this car and, you know, put a different system in it to try to get it to go 70, 80 miles per hour. Because for me, if I want that, you know, there's other cars that are made for this. These cars aren't made to sit up here and hit 70, 80 miles per hour and stuff. They're made to kind of run like they are. You can update them a little bit and put some other systems in it. But they're not really necessarily meant to compete with like some 8-scale cars, even though I've seen some guys take some 10-scale cars and do it. So anyway, guys, that is a quick unboxing. Well, it wasn't too quick. It was 11 minutes. Quick unboxing and look at this. You guys stay tuned for more videos for this. Like I said, I got this from Gearbest. It's going to cost you about 140 bucks. I'll try to work on getting a coupon code so you can get a couple bucks off or try to get some free shipping. So as always, don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, stay tuned for more videos. Thanks for watching.